You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. China is likely to react with a show of force while the U.S. continues its provocations. War isn't starting today, but the crisis will deepen in the long term. China has made it clear that the move constitutes a massive provocation, undermines the foundation of U.S.-China relations, and would cause Beijing to retaliate.
In just a few hours, China began to interact its reaction. Airspace into Taiwan's adjacent province to Fujian has been closed. New sanctions have been tabled on Taipei and retaliation for being conflict in the visit, which has amounted to sweeping ban on food exports from 100 companies. Chinese planes have crossed the median line for the Taiwan Strait, and more military-based response appear to be in store. However, one should be prudent to note that all the anxiety and uncertainty, this is not going to be a declaration of war or invasion. China's intention is to make the show of force and deterrence the stake in its position on the Taiwan issue, not to spark the catastrophe. However, the danger does not lie in potentially destructive short-term reactions. Pelosi's visit, the fact of it happened, not the substance of what she does in Taipei, will set the stage for further US-China confrontation in the long term. It isn't worth going to war over Nancy Pelosi and China so much potential lose. It isn't stupid. Still, the severity of the visit can be underestimated. It is not one of the off event, but adds to a long pattern of provocations from the US, which is actively aiming to undermine the legacy of the One China policy. This includes Biden's recent comments as the US would defend Taiwan, the US encouragement of Lithuania to open in Taiwan, respectively, office, the scrubbing of references to the One China policy from the State Department website, and of course Taipei's own bid to invite as many Western politicians as possible to the island, including reportedly paying them spurious amounts of money in a bid to oppose China and undermine possible ratifications. All this time, Beijing has been watching and issuing progressively more severe warnings. Pelosi's anniversary could be what the straw that broke the camel's back. It might be argued that her visit is a personal decision, but being the third most powerful individual in the US and the second in line for the presidency, Beijing sees her as a representative of Washington's will and cannot leave such a provocation unanswered.